Delegates from Adamawa and Ogun have disclosed to People's Gazette that they received cash gifts from Bola Tinubu, all but offsetting doubts over earlier expectations that the ruling All Progressive Congress presidential primary will be grossly monetized. At least five delegates from both states told the Gazette in separate interviews on Tuesday that they were offered American banknotes to support Mr. Tinubu and Vice President Yemi Osibanjo. The delegate provided information under anonymity to avoid being accused of anti-party conduct that could carry severe disciplinary measures. Whereas Mr. Tinubu gave Ogun delegates $25,000 each to include his acceptance as the party's presidential flag bearer tonight, Adamawa delegates said they received $10,000 each from Mr. Tinubu's surrogates. The delegates have converted on Abuja starting last week ahead of the primary schedule to be held June 6 to 8. Asiwaju's people came here and they said we should support him because he has the best chance to defeat Atiku Abubakar, a delegate told the Gazette. Then they said they didn't come empty-handed. Delegates from Ogun confirmed getting $25,000 from the former Lagos governor. They, however, said they rejected $5,000 from Vice President Yemi Osibanjo's surrogates. The Vice President's people initially said he didn't have any money to give and advised everyone to vote their conscience, a delegate said. But suddenly they came back to say he wanted to give us $5,000 to support our transportation and hotel accommodation. The delegates admitted they rejected the money because it was smaller than what Mr. Tinubu, perhaps the biggest contender for the ticket, had already offered. The delegates shared pictures of the cash gifts they said came from Mr. Tinubu with the Gazette. At least one delegate claiming being shortchanged by Mr. Tinubu's surrogate. I don't know what happened, but they only gave me $9,000. The politician said, I'm working now to get the balance from the person they sent to us. The Gazette was unable to clarify how much other aspirants have offered delegates. At least five aspirants are believed to remain in the race amidst intense horse trading. Rotimi Amechi, Kayode Fayemi, Dave Umahi, Mr. Tinubu, and Mr. Osibanjo are said to be on a short list of governors. One of them may be announced later today as the favorite, although President Muhammadu Buhari has acquiesced to elective primary after weeks of doubling down on a consensus arrangement. Spokesperson for Mr. Tinubu and Osibanjo campaign bodies did not return requests seeking comments. Politicians hardly own up to sharing money among delegates in public, but they also keep mum about allegations of cash inducement. Despite its widespread manifestation, law enforcement authorities have had little success with cash for vote schemes during primary and general polls because they are difficult to establish. A politician may deploy hundreds of agents via proxies to give money to delegates or voters, but disavow involvement in case of arrest or public humiliation. The APC certified 2,322 delegates to vote at the primary, with 248 allotted to Ogun, while Adamawa got 184. Factors including the availability of delegates often contribute to how much will be paid on a state-by-state basis. For instance, delegates in states with incumbent APC governors like Ogun will be more difficult to secure than in states like Adamawa, which does not have an incumbent APC governor. But aspirants generally channel their resources towards states in which delegates are up for grabs. Today's affairs mirrored what transpired in late May when the opposition's People's Democratic Party held its convention, also in the nation's capital. The event was widely dubbed a cash duel between Mr. Abubakar, a former vice president, and Governor Nyesom Wike, his main challenger. Mr. Abubakar got the ticket. This is really shocking. APC convention, Tinubu pays Ogun delegates $25,000, Adamawa $10,000, while delegates reject Osibanjo's $5,000. Where the report right now, we know we've gone a little bit ahead of this one. The report right now is that from the five mentioned in this report, we know there are no longer five in the race. There are actually three now. It's been trimmed down to three. And the three people still in the race is Bola Tinubu, Yemi Osibanjo, and Rotimi Amechi. This one has turned into vote buying. We know the Nigerian politics is a very dirty game of interest, desperation, all sorts. It has gotten to the point of buying votes, vote buying, delegates to vote. So it's now the case of the highest bidder. And with the looks of things, Tinubu has got he's the highest bidder right now, offering more. That's the reason why they are rejecting Osibanjo's $5,000. But why are they paying money? These guys, they claim that they are very popular, they have scorecard, they have track record, they have done a lot. Why are they paying money? And where are they getting all these monies from? I recall EFCC mentioning that they are going to monitor the elections closely, and even all of these aspirants, they will monitor them closely. See the way cash is flying. The delegates refuse to mention their names so they don't get in the bad books of the party. They know that to them that will be anti-party activities, giving their names and disclosing such informations. But for them to collect the money, they are culprits as well. They are culprits because they are not doing the right thing. So what was the reason the other aspirants stepped down? Because the reason these three emerged, the screening committee mentioned that about five of them stood out during the screening exercise, that they stood out, their track record and their plans for the country, the prospect and everything they have, that they stood out from the other ones. They were initially 23. But if it's gotten to this stage of vote buying, it's possible this is the reason why Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello is kicking off seriously, that he's not accepting this, that it's not going to happen, because he knows that it's money they are going to use to pay their way through. Unbelievable. Even the vice president himself is getting involved in all of this. Well, guys, not long to go now. The winner of the primaries, the APC primaries, will be announced very soon, and we're going to find out who this person is, who eventually clinches the ticket of the ruling All Progressive Congress, and the person that is going to stand to contest against the People's Democratic Party candidate, Atiku Abubakar. Leave us a take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned, and please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.